Aew Dynamite starts with Austin and Colton Gunn and Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee versus FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler and the acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, and Caster wins with his elbow drop. We're shown an MJF interview and he says he's a generational talent and come full gear he's taking the spotlight. Ethan Page versus Eddie Kingston and Ethan wins with Ego's Edge off the second rope. Wardlow with Samoa Joe in his corner versus Ari Daivari and Wardlow powerbombs him for the win. After the match, Wardlow calls out Will Hobbs and Wardlow says to Hobbs, "I'm going to take every title in this company." Then Joe drops Wardlow from behind and chokes Wardlow out. Britt Baker and Saraya are in the ring and Saraya announces that she's 100% cleared, and Britt says, "Well, you left your house to come to my house and we don't take walk-ins, so bitch, make an appointment." Saraya says, "You don't know what it takes to be a star. This is my comeback and your biggest match. It's me versus you at full gear." Then Britt goes to attack, but Saraya drops Britt with a DDT. Trent gets attacked by Jay Lethal, then they have their match. During it, Sanjay Dutt gets on the apron, then Danhausen punches Sanjay in his duts and Satnam Singh headbutts Danhausen, and Lethal wins with his lethal injection. After the match, Jeff Jarrett comes out and says he's putting the challenge out for Sting and Darby Allin, then Jarrett chases away. He's one of the production crew. John Moxley comes out and says what does MJF have in his guts because he's going to bring it out of him, and everything MJF has done up until this point has been easy. We're shown photos and videos of the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and there's gears in the background, so probably seeing them at full gear. Jamie Hayter with Rebel and Britt Baker in a corner versus Sky Blue with Toni Storm in her corner, and Jamie wins with a ripcord lariat. Sammy Guevara with Tay Mello in his corner versus Bryan Danielson in a 2 out of 3 falls match in the main event, and Sammy throws a chair at Bryan, so Bryan wins the first fall by disqualification, and Sammy wins a fall with his GTH, and Bryan wins choking out Sammy with a submission. We'll see you next week for the next Dynamite highlight.